Hello everyone, and welcome to Practically Writing with Sarah Berman. Oh my gosh, I'm still alive! Yay! So, where to begin? I moved like halfway across the country. You remember how I had been talking about how, things were starting to look up after a whole bunch of issues and things. Yeah, I spoke too soon on that. Oh well. We moved, got settled, the kids are doing remote learning. I am now in a much warmer climate. I've slowly gotten used to actually not wearing a lot of clothes or makeup. All of that just kind of went by the wayside, I guess. It is that time of year again where we go over goals and realize that we've actually skipped a quarter again. But better late than never, right? We are going to go over my Q2 goals and how I did. It's going to be fun and embarrassing and such, but you can sympathize with me. So, goal number 1 was do a vlog. I think I did like 2 of them, so I'm not really sure that counts. I mean, I didn't put a specific number, but wow, 2 in 6 months, that's not great. So I'm not going to give that to myself. Number 2 was newsletters. I did manage to keep up on those for the most part, so yay. Number 3 was mail and emails. It was a little hairy there a couple of times, but getting everything forwarded is always so much fun. But I did actually manage to keep up and get things accomplished, so there you go. Number 4 was set a schedule/routine. You would think that this would be a relatively easy thing to accomplish. It has not been a relatively easy thing to accomplish by any stretch of the imagination. We are still actually tweaking a bunch of it. That's still happening, but I do have a relatively decent schedule for myself and the children that we can adhere to 90% of the time. So I'm giving that to myself. Neener. Number 5, update social media and websites. Well, okay, so going back to the whole, my life got turned upside down and I moved things, so this did not happen. I have, however, been thinking about it, so I'm hoping that this quarter I can actually pull the trigger on that. Number 6 was update swag again. Just did not have the time in between all the other chaos. Number 7 was do interviews and podcasts. I did do a handful of those, so let's go ahead and call that good. It wasn't as many as I'd like, but I also haven't been as proactive about it as I probably should. And, that's not only because of all of the stuff that has happened, but also because I've been focusing more on my writing rather than my marketing. Pros, cons. Number 8 is articles for Patreon and Our Own Worlds. I've actually been keeping up with this pretty well. Not to the degree I'd necessarily like, but definitely, actually keeping up on it. So, taking the wins where I can get them, right? Number 9 is editing. This was sacrificed to the god of COVID-19, and that actually got delayed. But people who had been nibbling at hiring me at, 6 months ago. Wow. So the people who had been looking into that at that time pretty much put everything on hold, which pretty much put me on hold, which, But I have gotten some editing jobs recently, so that is moving forward. Yay. So I'm not counting that, but I'm optimistic about it. The Nebraska Writers Guild Conference was number 10, and that too ended up sacrificed on the altar of coronavirus. Yeah, there's no gatherings, so there's no conference. People are playing around with doing some online stuff, even more than they had been in the past, and I'm involved with a few projects there. So we'll see how that goes. Number 11, create a schedule for my works in progress. There were a couple of days in there when I didn't know which way was up, so scheduling works in progress and such was just not really a priority, and I did not get that done. Probably for the best. I have put out pretty much all of my short stories except for one as, short singles, and now I have a relatively open schedule for getting some more writing done, and some writing of the non-short story variety. Number 12 was surviving Corona. Surviving, yeah, we survived Corona. We're still here. We're still moving around and capable of speech on good days. But I wouldn't say we did it very successfully. But you know what? There's more Corona, quarantine, self-isolation, remote learning, and all of that other fun stuff yet to come. And number 13 was a personal goal, which actually tanked so badly that I can't even deal with that right now. So out of my 13 goals, I accomplished 5. Oh, shoot me now. Yeah, that was horrible. Let's move on. Fourth quarter goals. For the fourth quarter, we are doing pretty much a repeat of second quarter goals, simply because so much of the stuff that I had wanted to get done didn't get done. So I kind of went through and looked at them, and I ended up with 13 goals again. Goal number 1, vlog. Do the vlog. Do the vlog. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be people moving back and forth, I'm sure, in some of my vlogs. There's going to be random noises in some of my vlogs because I cannot isolate myself from my family. I've tried. They follow me. I won't have as much personal space to do them in. Number 2, newsletters, because gotta love the newsletters. It is pretty much the only goal that I've consistently done. Good old newsletters. Number 3, keep up on the mail and the email. Super, super important for that because the kids' schools email me constantly, like all the time. We're now in a new school district, and these schools call and send an email about the same topic, except sometimes when they call, they have 2 topics that they bring up in the call, but then they send you an email for each topic. So it'll be like a phone call and then 3 emails, and it's like, oh my god. I'm not bored. I promise the schools I'm not bored. I do not need them to make my life a little more interesting. I promise this. But they're gonna keep doing it, so keep up with it. Number 4, update my social media. So again, I just need to sit down and gotta make that plan, gotta do that. Number 5, update swag. This is something that I would really like to get done, and I think I'm going to have to play around with some graphics in order to do this properly. So this will be a very long-term kind of goal, not something that I can necessarily get done in a single quarter, but I will definitely be working on it. Number 6, interviews. I've already got like 3 or 4 of them scheduled, so yay. Interviews and podcasts and such, just keeping up the appearance of being present or something. I don't know, whatever. Number 7, articles. One of the things that we are doing with our own worlds is kind of scaling back on the articles, which is great. So it's not necessarily a weekly thing, but making sure that I still have a satisfactory number of contributions to the site. Doing that plus posting in Patreon. Right now I have actually 2 polls going on in Patreon. So one of them is public poll and one of them is a patron only poll. So if you're interested in that, just $1 gets you into all of that access stuff and everything. Number 8, editing. Like I said, we have gotten back into the swing of that, so that's going to be my main focus for about the next month. But it's already going pretty smoothly, so I've got high hopes. 9, it is that time of year. Nano is coming up, so I am doing my nano prep. Interestingly, this year, most of my nano prep is about pushing to get my current work in progress finished so that I can start on a new project. I also need to make sure that I have chosen what project I'm doing and that I have the outline and all of that and blah blah blah. So nano prep. Number 10, finish Blood of the Moon. That is the project that I'm doing before nano, so have to get that done. And it's actually going pretty well. I've done several thousand words over the last week, so yay. One of the things that I'm doing with that is I am doing live stream write-ins. That is through Twitch. I will be adding the link to my links below in the description, so you can join me on, write with me, just be a little cheerleader. I talk a little bit about what my writing techniques are, what I'm, how I do things. I'm also doing word sprints in my Discord, so you can join me with that. Again, links below. And also, let me know how you do your nano prep, if you do nano prep, what kinds of things you do to get ready for a new writing project, or even just words of encouragement for those of us who are doing writing projects. Number 11, a schedule for works in progress. So I need to get that done, and I think I'm about 40% done with that. A big part of that is that I also need to do number 12, which is a new writing challenge. I did my 13 in 24 challenge, which was 13 publications in 24 months. I actually ended up getting, I want to say 10 or 11 done. Considering everything that's happened, I was really impressed that I got that far. It was supposed to be challenging, so it wasn't like I was guaranteeing that I was going to meet the challenge. It was about pushing myself. So I'm coming up with a new writing challenge. Stay tuned for that. I should be announcing it soon. Then it's off to the races again for the writing. And of course, number 13 is a personal goal, or several. So my secret's to keep. I gotta keep something to myself. God, you know everything about me. Jeez. So we'll just keep that on the DL. I have some things going on in a lot of different places. One of the things I would like to learn a little bit more about from you guys is what your favorite medium is. I mean, I know that obviously you like YouTube, at least enough to click on videos through YouTube, because that's where this video is. But are you Facebook forever? Are you Instagram worthy? Do you enjoy chatting on Discord? Do you have a proclivity for being a patron of the arts on Patreon? You know, what kind of social medias do you like to consume? And, you know, even if it's not specific platforms, you know, do you like videos? Do you like chats? Do you like, you know, timelines, that kind of thing? Tell me what you like. I'm interested. I need to know more about you. And in the meantime, I have some goals to get done, so I'm gonna go work on some things. Enjoy. Come up with a plot and then thicken it like a good creamy gravy to be put over biscuits and sausage. Now I'm hungry. So here I am, practically naked. Wait. Tell me more. Perhaps I won't procrastinate it all away. Not that I would ever do that. People who had been nibbling at my bait, so to speak. That sounds way kinkier than it should be. Tell me more, da 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 da. Authors never procrastinate. Sometimes you just run around in circles like a dog. Or goats. Goats run in circles too. Pop, pop, shoot 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 pop, pop, yeah! I ended up with 13 goals again, because 13 is my lucky number. Uh-oh. Maybe that's my problem. Oh. Gosh, this year has been a something. That's all for this one, but you can see more by clicking on the videos here. Like this video and subscribe to get even more great content. Don't forget to ring the bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a new and awesome video. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and more. Just check out the links in the description. Make sure you also check out the Rune Spells series and my 99-cent short stories. You can get all of that free by becoming a patron and supporting me on Patreon. Stay safe and keep writing!